Marcus Lawrence, Braden Frager. Four questions.
Marcus, you kind of touched on walking in here. I guess was that kind of the mentality after that slow start? Was just keep shooting and stay after it offensively and hope that the shots start falling?
Well, it wasn't offense for real. I mean, they came in, they set the tone on the glass off rip. We came out a little sluggish, so that was really it. That led to, some bad shots, some quick shots on our end. But second half, we came out, we settled, and we stayed poised. So that was that.
What do you think the difference was in just kind of getting things opened up and flowing in the second half?
Yeah, like I said, we was just a little too impatient. We was taking quick shots in the first half.
Marcus, the alley-oop to Braden, can you kind of take us through that sequence and Braden, just what you felt after?
Well, I mean, you see how he is. I know Braden's an athlete. I know he sprints the floor. I seen him sprinting, and we made eye contact. And, I had a feeling I was throwing it up, so.
Yeah, it was like that little second there. I was like, I didn't know if he was going to throw it. He ended up throwing it, so I was like, I was jumping regardless, but
Yeah.
timed it perfect, so.
Mm-hmm.
Braden, I know you had that big second half of the exhibition, but to do it in a game that counts, and for the first time, your official Husker debut, to have a performance like this, I guess, what does this do for your confidence?
I feel like it's just going back to even the exhibition game against Midland, just seeing that ball go in the hoop just kind of really helped out a lot with it. I don't really go at the games different depending on the opponent. I just want to go out there and play and have fun. So it just kind of helped with the Midland game that I got to go in that game.
When do you know you're in a zone in a game like this?
I always am.
Marcus, you nod your head. Is this was surprising to you at all?
It's not. It's not. I mean, he does this in practice, so he's overly confident. That's all I got to say.
Your head coach got his 200th win of his collegiate career tonight. What does it mean to be a small part of that?
Say that again. It's good.
Hornberg had his 200th win of his collegiate career coaching tonight. What does it mean to play a part of that?
Wow, that's great. Big time. I did not know that. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't care. So, on to the next.
How much are you guys still learning about how defense can help you through some of these rough starts and spark things on the offensive end?
It is how our system is. We still need some guys to pick it up and learn our system, right? Even me too. I could be better as well. So we got time to watch the film and get better. First game, so we'll be better going forward.
What's the key to starting faster? It's 2 games in a row. You kind of had to take a while to get going offensively. What do you guys need to do to start faster?
I think our pace as well. I think just the first jump ball. I mean, we're running out there, guys is gassed. I just think we just push through the first 4 minutes. Just get our pace going, and like I keep saying, just stop rushing. Just take smart shots, use the shot clock well. That's it.
How much does a game like this feed into the mentality that Coach Hoiberg talks about a lot, that kind of the backbone of it all has to be effort and energy on defense? How much does a game like this exemplify that?
Yeah, I mean, we were second half. We came out very active. Like I said, we just got to be a full 40 minutes. That's it.
Braden, how much fun was that? I mean, that's your official college debut to go out there and perform the way you did. And what was it like being out there?
I just had a blast out there. It was fun to get out there finally, play my first ever game. And it's been so long since I've got out there and played an official game, so it's kind of good to get out there and play.
What was the message at halftime, Braden? Because you guys went on like a 22 run there in like the first 7 minutes.
I mean, we just talked about our defense. I mean, we came out, we weren't scoring, and they weren't scoring, so it was just kind of a defensive battle. And we just came out strong, and that's kind of what set the tone for the rest of the game, just coming out. I mean, we went on a huge run there to start the game, and it was kind of out of hand from there.
Anything else, players? Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Good night, guys.
You guys.
Coach?
What do you, one, attribute to the slow start, and then two, how quickly you guys were able to break the game open in the second half?
Yeah, I thought they did a really good job of bringing the physicality to the game, and we didn't. And they got 4 offensive rebounds before the first media timeout. We turned the ball over. They did a good job controlling tempo in that first half. I thought we played right into their hands by taking quick shots. And then finally we got into a little bit of a rhythm late in the half and, went on a nice little run to build a 6-point lead. And then at halftime we talked about our pace, and we picked up, we pressured more, and that's what got us going. I thought we did a really good job of rebounding the ball in the second half and finding the open man. Sam, I think, had 4 or 5 defensive rebounds in a row and sprayed out, got Jamarcus 2 threes, I think, and Connor 1 in that stretch where we broke it open. So, our running habits were much better, I thought, in the second half. And when we do that, I'll look forward to seeing the analytic report that we'll get tonight on our efficiency when we got out in transition in the first 6-7 seconds of the shot clock, because that certainly appeared to be when we were at our best tonight.
A game like this, what do you envision when you talk about how the defense needs to be a constant, the backbone of
Yeah, obviously the ball wasn't going in very well in the first half. I thought we had some good looks. We missed some easy ones at the rim, and I thought 22 was playing volleyball with us in there, and we talked about that going in. We watched 10 clips of him blocking shots, and we continue to try to challenge him over and over. We didn't play very smart in the first half, and they made us pay, and they capitalized on it, and they built, I think, a 6-point lead at one point. But once we calmed down and got back to who we are, we were fine. And I told him in the second media, I said, guys, take a deep breath, just relax. Everybody was so uptight, and you have a bit of that, and it's good we hit some adversity in this game, and we're going to learn from it. It's always better to learn in a win. And we did a lot of really good things in that second half. I think we held them without a field goal, I want to say, on 15 consecutive shots, if I'm not mistaken. I was counting them in my head, right, Seamus? Yeah, but it was, it's just one of those games where, early on it was just a rock fight, and then in the second half we opened it up and got out, and that's certainly when we play our best basketball.
You guys didn't have the shooting ability from the point guard spot last year like you guys can have now with Jamarcus. How big of a difference can that be this year, like almost tonight?
Yeah, after a first game where he struggled against BYU, putting the ball in the basket, I thought he was terrific. I thought he was honestly the difference in the game with his pace in that BYU game. But the ball wasn't falling. He's been shooting it well in practice, and it was good to see him make a couple at the end of the Midland game, and that carried over to this game tonight. But yeah, he got in a really good rhythm. I thought his balance was really on point. And again, he ran the floor the way that we work on our habits every day. So once we got back to who we are, we were fine. We just got to come out of the gate with better urgency, and it started on the glass. When they got those 4 offensive rebounds, that really allowed them to dictate the tempo of the game.
Like that play from Kale, where he gets the and one, misses the free throw, tracks his rebound, hits a 3. I mean, the bench seemed to love that.
Well, 3 for 1. That's what he made a heck of a play going to get it, and that's what Kale does. Kale and Sam, I think, are the 2 best of getting in a scrum and coming out with the ball, and then dribbling out to the corner and without hesitation, raising up and knocking down that shot. And Kale, again, he's not one of those guys that's going to put up 20 points on every night. He's certainly capable of it, but he just makes winning plays, and that's why he's earned his spot in the rotation. That's why he was the first guy in the game for us tonight off the bench. But yeah, I mean, and the other guy, I thought Burke made some big plays for us as well. It was good to see him get loose and get a couple dunks in the paint, but I thought he made a lot of winning plays as well, and a lot of that was on the glass and getting deflections, and was really solid on the defensive end.
Doesn't have any lack of confidence, but a debut like this, what can this do for his just trust in himself to not that the games are counting for real, his official debut to have that performance?
I love the 22 points at 8 for 11, a very efficient offensive game. But what I really, really liked was his physicality on the defensive end. I loved he was busting through, warring through screens, getting his hand on passes, creating deflections, pushing the ball down without hesitation. And I thought he did a really good job of playing in attack mode, and that's who Braden is especially when he gets it going like that. You see his athleticism. I mean, the dunk, the N1, it's certainly what he can do. And, you know, he kind of took the lid off for us in the first half and got that first 3 to go down.
How contagious is that energy that he plays with when he's going like this?
With Braden? Yeah, I'd like to say the whole team should be playing like that. And, you know, Braden gave us a really good lift off the bench. Kale gave us a good lift. I thought our bench guys, were really good for the most part. It was good to get Leo out there, for those 6 minutes. Jared, we're going to need Jared with his physicality. He's missed a lot of reps, and he's still playing catch-up and getting himself in the shape he needs to be in. But, he's going to be play an important role on this team. Kendall getting, some minutes there at the end of the game. We're going to need everybody. So, it's, as we talked about going into this game, it's not going to be the same guy every night, and I think you saw that. Price has been our best scorer in the preseason, and he unfortunately tonight just that there's a lid on the basket for him. But he's going to have a breakout game hopefully on Saturday. We're playing a hell of a team on Saturday. That's long, athletic, and incredibly talented. They put up 101 in their opener today, and played 2 good exhibition games. So we got our hands full on Saturday. We're gonna have to regroup, win the recovery day tomorrow, and get back on the floor for a good 3 days of prep starting on Wednesday.
To Braden, is that pretty representative of his just natural athleticism?
He is. He's incredibly athletic. I'd say he and Jared are the 2 guys that certainly are capable of catching lobs. And it was good to see us get one. I don't think we're gonna lead the Big Ten in dunks this year, so it was good to get a couple tonight.
This was your 200th win as a coach in D1 basketball. What does that mean to you?
Nothing really, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that we can get to 300.
You talked a little bit about it before, but just the fact Braden was around all of this last year, you could see and saw the importance of affecting both ends of the court. How much has that helped with his start?
Yeah. I think the first game he was the only guy that didn't score, and the next 2 he was 20 and 22 points, and that's what he can do. He can score in bunches. We saw that in the Midland game where he hit 6 threes, and then tonight he did it in a lot of ways of putting the ball in the basket.
Did you feel like Rink was maybe sped up a little bit in the first half, or is he just trying to figure his timing out again, see what he can get away with passing?
The length of their big guy bothered Rink, and once he slowed down, got the one to go, it was good to see. But Rink's going to be fine. I mean, he's played a lot of basketball. Thanks, guys.